Okay, YouTube. Anyone who follows me on my YouTube page will know, unfortunately, some idiot knocked me off my motorcycle. So that's why I haven't got the panels. They're in a paint shop at the moment being recorded. But this video is basically about frame sliders. Now, if you've got this Suzuki GSX 650F, basically the frame sliders are next to impossible to find for this bike. I did try to come up with something to make it work, but unfortunately this will hit the fairings. So basically I've managed to find a frame slider kit at a reasonable price. It is 100 quid, but I've checked everywhere and I literally cannot find one that has all the brackets and everything that fits properly for less than that. So this is the kit I got. So it's made by a company, MPW, and then it's a crash bobbin kit. Hopefully you can see that it's for GSX 650F 2008 to 2012. So basically the kit consists of, you'll need these brackets basically to mount all the parts, as in the bike hasn't got a really good mounting position. So this is why you have to pay so much for this kit. It comes with a load of spacers, comes with even more brackets. The actual crash bungs or sliders, they look reasonable quality, they don't look that cheap. And you have a main pole that has to go to basically divide the strength. If it drops, one side you really got a solid mounting point, the other side you haven't really got one. So this bar goes through the entire bike, so it's meant to go literally through that gap. Hopefully it won't hit the fan shroud, which I've seen some people complaining about. So hopefully this will fit. Anyway, this is what the bike looks like without a fairing. So I'm just gonna try and mount it and see what happens. So I'm gonna have to, but I believe I have to remove, don't know how I'm gonna show you this, but this bolt here, this bolt, just there, and I believe it fits to this bolt on this side. So there's that bracket that I showed you earlier on, it sort of fits there. And on the opposite side, I believe I have to remove these two bolts, this one and this one, to fit it there. Unfortunately, I thought these were instructions, but it's just a part list on what the parts fit on. Apparently there is no actual instruction, so looks like I'm gonna have to guess fit them. Okay, unfortunately I'm doing this a bit blind because there's no instructions, but you have to remove these two bolts. Now the first one is a Allen key, and it's an 8mm Allen key. You need to remove that with a 14mm nut on the back. The top one I can't remember, I can only assume it was the same because I didn't have it. So I've got this bracket that I have to mount here, but I have no idea which way round it goes, which is quite annoying. I'm assuming can't really tell which way round it's supposed to go. Maybe that way round, I don't know. Well, I think this bracket goes on this side, I'm hoping. I'm going to try and fit it and see what happens. So this is the kit fully, well, opened. I'm assuming these bolts go in there because they're the only ones that fit, similar to the crash bobbin bolt I had originally. Not sure where these go, not sure where any of the other goes, but instruction would have been nice. I'm assuming these two bolts go in here because they're the only same thicknesses, but I have no idea, nothing lines up. This is turning into a pain in the ass. No instructions whatsoever. Nope, no instructions. Alright, we'll see what happens. So I'm assuming I have to remove this bolt here and that bolt there, and that one bolts into something, so I'm going to remove it and check if the bracket actually fits just there. Okay, I think I've worked it out. The long Allen key thin one goes in there. I think that's a oops, that is a what's that, it's 5mm. It goes in there, and with a short aluminium spacer. The Allen sort of star bolt goes in there, and then the big, well, one of the big Allen key bolts goes in here. To be honest, I think it needs a washer, but I didn't get it. All I've got left on the kit is 2 washers, and that's all I got left. Nothing actually to that size, so I'm gonna have to track down a washer. I think I'll put a washer on there, but I think this side is done. The other side, I'm gonna have to remove the radiator. Well, I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna remove these 210 bolts because I think the fan shroud is or the radiator fan is, one of the bolts is actually stuck in there, so I'm going to remove that, but that's my own fault because I put a longer bolt in, so we'll see what happens when I do that. Okay, now I've got to fit this pole in. I'm not sure which way around it goes. Again, it's going to be pure guesswork, but basically you slide that pole in here, and just there is you put this big bolt there, and I did so basically that pole's supposed to sit between there, and then it bolts in through that hole. So I'm going to try and fit that in. I've had to move the radiator a bit just to give me a bit of room, but I'm going to see if that works, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, as you can see, the pole goes all the way across, and this size is an 8mm there. To tighten that, I've done everything up hand tight just because I have no idea if this is correct. I can't see any other way of doing it, but I just hope it doesn't rattle when I start the bike up. So that's pretty much this side done. Like I said, I'm going to find some washers and put it on there because I'm not happy with that, and we'll go and concentrate on the other side now. Okay, so this is the other side. So I'm going to have to see which bolts go there. I haven't got many left now, so it shouldn't be that hard. These bolts, I was a bit scared if I pulled this apart the frame would split, but as you can see it's okay. But I have got the bike on a well, a bike stand, so hopefully that should be okay. Now I've only got these 2 larger Allen key bolts which should go in here somewhere. I have 2 more spacers, but I can't see for the life of me how they're going to fit, so we'll see what happens next. Okay, so we're on the other side. I've got to fit this bushing up there. That fits like that, and then I assumed it was these shorter bolts that actually went in there, as they fit perfectly, but apparently I was wrong. It was these longer ones, because there's a spacer. So I put that on, then this goes on like that, and then the longer bolts go in like that. So hopefully that's going to be okay, although I do need another 14mm nut, so I'm just going to try that now. Okay, I think everything is okay now. The only problem is this slider here is loose and I have no idea how to tighten it. It's quite loose in there. Don't know if you can see that, but there's quite a lot of movement in there. Anyway, I think it's pretty much on. Just had to find another bolt for this screw. Goes through here. It uses the original bolt, which I didn't have, so I just have to put that one in and then put a couple washers on it and tighten it all up, and it should be done. Okay, all I got left in the kit is one of these and a set of washers. So I assume this is, so I'm just going to put this in there, anti-vibration washer. Then you got this slides in there, that slides in there, and then after that's all slided in there, that goes there, and basically, oops, let me see if I can get a better angle, that all goes down there. Like I said, there's a few washers missing. I just don't have the fairings to check if it will fit at the moment, but hopefully by the end of this video I might have the fairings. Okay, it's all done. It's pretty much sturdy. I don't know, this is still loose. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what to do about that. Everything else, you've got to tighten this one up a little bit, tighten that one up a little bit, and on the other side, oops, it's pretty much solid. That doesn't move on there, so that's pretty much, I put a washer in there, that was missing a washer. Put a washer, as you can see there's now a washer on there, not the best washer, but it's the only size one that I had, and that screw sort of Allen key goes in there. So that's pretty much all done. I just need to tighten a few bits and pieces up, but that is it. So if you're looking for a crash bobbin for your motorcycle, I can recommend this one. Not sure what manufacturer it is, but if you're looking for one, this is the manufacturing one. I'll put the link below, but like I said, instructions please, and a few extra washers, and that's basically that done. I will be installing a few other bits and pieces soon, so bear with me. Okay, today I'm going to be installing one of these wireless chargers on my motorcycle. Comes with all of these bits and pieces. Hopefully it should be easy enough to install. This one apparently has got 5 volt 15 watt charging capability. Hopefully it's quite good. So, well, I'm going to install that on my bike now, and then we'll see if it's any good. Okay YouTube, it's now a couple weeks later and I've actually got my panels back from the spray shop. They didn't do an excellent job, but what you pay for is what you get. I got both panels sprayed for under £100. So the paint work is a bit dusty. They did leave a few bits and pieces in there, but mainly just just checking the fitment of the crash bobbins. As you can see, there's a little bit of gapping there. Well, it's actually rubbing here, but that was mainly to do with the front fairing. Where it had dropped, it had moved it to the side, and then I've had to adjust it. Sorry, it's a bit dusty. I don't know, there was some mad rain a couple of days ago and it just seemed to have dumped mud everywhere. So that's all fixed and finished. I did have to line all of that up, but mainly I just wanted to talk to you about this. It's called I think it's Orcas wireless charger. I think it's really good. I mean, this is an iPhone 6, but it hasn't got the wireless charging, but it'll take anything from a 4S, I would say, up to the bigger Samsung 20 you know, S21. It's quite solid, and it's wireless charging. Obviously it won't come on with this one because I haven't got the it hasn't got a wireless charging, but I've just thought is quite good. So if you're interested in a phone holder for your motorcycle, try that. I'll put the link below. Unfortunately, with the crash bobbin, I still have this loose bobbin inside here, which I don't think you'll be able to see, but it doesn't rattle or vibrate when the bike is running, but it's just a big pain in the ass. I can't figure out how to sort it out. I did email the manufacturers and they basically blanked me. They didn't bother responding to anything. So I don't know why I should advertise their crash bobbin when they can't even be bothered to reply to them, but I only do this just to help everyone out on YouTube. And if I start the bike, so not getting any rattling from down there. When the fan comes on, it doesn't affect it. I have had to change my exhaust to a Beowulf one. This was on the bike originally when I got it, but unfortunately when I had my accident, the old one had buckles, so that's what I got now. Just turn that off. So just to let you know, if you're looking for a phone charger, this one's really good. It's really well made. You've got your little bracket down there, you just tighten that up. It's got an on and off switch, so you can actually turn off the wireless charging. It is fully waterproof, IP certified and all of that stuff. I have used it several times and I think it's really good. It does activate the fast charge. It's a 15-watt fast charge, so if you've got a Samsung S10 and stuff like that, if you've got a less, you know, wattage on it, it won't charge it quick enough. But I just thought I'd just help you out, so I'll put that link below. Anyway, thanks for watching. If I've helped you out, please subscribe, add a like. The more likes I get, the more videos I can do, and hopefully I can get some free stuff once in a while. Alright, bye.